Hey, welcome to AutoTechWorld. In this video, I'll show you how to replace the sway bar link on this 2011 Chrysler 300. If they are loose, they can clunk pretty badly. But this one is actually bent. Since not everyone has a hoist at home, I'll show you how it's done with a floor jack. If you don't have an impact wrench, loosen the nuts before you lift up the vehicle. Otherwise, your wheel will just spin with your wrench. And then you can easily remove them by hand. Slide the jack under the car where the pinch weld is, if it is not rusted out, and jack up the vehicle. With the vehicle jacked up, also install a safety jack stand because the hydraulics in your jack are not trustworthy. Then lower the jack down far enough to put all the weight on the jack stand. That is good enough right there. Then you can remove all the wheel nuts to remove the tire. Now we finally have an open view of what's going on. This customer actually got stuck in a snowbank, and that is how he bent the sway bar link like that. Not sure if they were trying to tow on it or what happened, but it does need to be replaced. Before I start, I'll just spray the threads down with some penetrating oil, so it will come undone a little easier. You'll need a 21mm wrench and a ratchet with a 10mm socket. Starting at the lower link, you'll need the 21mm wrench for the nut and the 10mm socket on the stud, so it won't turn when you are trying to undo the nut. Once the nut is loose, you can actually just hold the nut while turning the stud clockwise. Eventually, the nut will be pushing the socket off the stud, so it won't keep the stud from spinning with the nut anymore. So you could just hold the stud with a plier. It doesn't matter if you wreck the threads. You're replacing it anyways. Knipex pliers are the best, by the way. I have all the tools and parts linked in the description for your convenience. Once that nut is off, do the same to the top of the sway bar link, where it is attached to the strut. Just loosen it with your 21mm wrench, and then just hold it and turn the stud clockwise with your 10mm socket on your ratchet. And once it freely spins, you can just take it off by hand. Then you can just remove the link out of the strut on top and out of the sway bar on the bottom. Take the nuts off from your new sway bar link before you install it. Leave the washer on though. I started off by installing the sway bar link to the sway bar first, and then install the nut so it won't fall out again by accident. As you can see, these holes don't line up right now. Here's why. Because you have one side of the suspension hanging and the other side is actually compressed, carrying the vehicle weight, and the sway bar is supposed to equalize that. That is why we need to pry the sway bar so the new sway bar link lines up. Once you got the sway bar link in the upper mount, install the nut on that one as well. Then you can just hold the nut with a 21mm wrench while turning the stud counterclockwise with a 10mm socket on your ratchet. And then also do the same for the bottom stud. Make them both snug. Now you can torque the nuts to manufacturer's spec. On this 2011 Chrysler 300, it is 95 foot-pounds. With all that tight and torqued, install your tire. Put on the lug nuts and snug them up. Careful not to over-tighten them with the impact. Then lift up the vehicle a bit with a floor jack to lower and then remove the jack stand. Then you can lower the vehicle back to the ground. With the vehicle on the ground, torque the wheels to 100 foot-pounds, and don't forget to retorque after you've driven the vehicle for a while, before 60 miles or 100 kilometers. So that is how you replace your bad sway bar link on the ground with a jack. And if this video was helpful to you, please hit the like button and subscribe. May God bless you.